Hi, this is Kyle from AIYA Technology System, and today I will be talking about the AIYA Server Pad application. AIYA Server Pad is a handheld version of our AIYA POS where a server can take with them to tables and place orders or settle previous ones. So this is our login interface wherein any employee with a passcode, which is set on your merchant dashboard, can log into their employee account. So right now I'm going to use my passcode to log in. Okay, so now we are in the dine-in ordering interface. Right now you can see that I am in room 107. And if I switch over to room 104 here, I can see the other tables in this room. And same thing here at the basement. Now if I select this table B1 and then enter in the guest number 3, it'll take me to the ordering menu. From here I could scroll through the different categories I have set up for the store and also select my items to add to the cart. If I click here, it expands my cart, and if I select the quantities, I can change the quantity amount, and the total amount for that item will also update. I can apply item discounts, say give them 25% discount here, and it will automatically update. So this item in particular has modifiers in it. So we can see that it is required 1 on this, required 1 on this modifier, up to 1 on this modifier, to 1. And we can see that this modifier is optional, so we do not have to add this. This is optional. This is required. And here, I can edit the price. So we can see on the top left, the price updated from 0 to 1. From here, I can also apply an item discount. You can add item notes, or also add special requests. Say more shrimp, select. You can see that it is updated. Now we can save this item. Now if I expand my cart again, you can see this item, all its modifiers and the price, and everything is calculated on the bottom. Alright, you can see our tax, any gratuity fees, and the total. So right now what I'm going to do is send this to the kitchen. Okay, we have the option to print this or don't print. So I'm going to print the order ticket. Okay. And go back to our basement room, we can see that B1, which is the table we just ordered at, is now green. That means this was my order. If we go to 107, we can see that this table is red. That means that this table has went over their maximum time limit that you can set in your own merchant dashboard. So I have the time limit here set to 120 minutes. So after 120 minutes, this table would automatically turn red, indicating that this table has stayed past the maximum time that you have set. So if I click carry out, it takes me to the menu ordering screen. If I click on pickup, it takes me to the customer information screen where I have to type in the customer information or select any saved customer information and I submit. And it will take me to the menu ordering screen. Go back and click on delivery, customer information, same thing. Submit. And send. So on the top right here, if I click on the blue button, it'll switch over to the order list. And from this order list, we can see our 2 orders that we have placed just now. And on the right side, we have filters. So we can filter this by the order type, by the status, whether they're open or partially paid or already paid. We can filter by employees. So if I choose someone else, there will be no record because this employee has not made any orders yet. But if I go back to myself, you can see my orders right here. Filter by date as well. So if I go the last 7 days, I can see the orders in the last 7 days. Let's go back to today. And if I click on new order on the bottom right here, I can select my order type. Let's do a carryout, and it'll take me right back to the menu screen, menu ordering screen. Okay. Employees are also able to clock in with this function right here. So I type my passcode. Now I'm able to clock in just like that. And I'm also able to clock out. You can also set it so that the employees cannot clock out if they have uncompleted orders. So that means that these 2 orders made by me have to be completed before I can clock out. This can be changed in the merchant dashboard. So let's pay for this order. Let's click on pay. You also have the option to disable the pay function entirely. So if you disable this on the pay function on the merchant dashboard, this button, pay button, would not show up at all. That means that your server can only use this application to place orders. And if you have an AIYA POS, you'll be able to only settle on the AIYA POS and not on the server pad. So right now, I want to pay with credit card for this order. Right now, the payment terminal reacted to the server pad's command in order to pay for this order. So right now, I'm going to pay on the payment terminal. Okay, transaction approved. Now right here, I can select my tips. Let's say the customer wants to give a 10% tip, just select that. Or if they have a custom, you could say they want to tip $10. Okay, you'll click on next. You see the tip amount, then the approved amount, and any amount that is still due. That means they only paid for partial of the required payment. So I can click on receipt, and it will print out the receipt on the printers, one of our printers. I can see that this has been completed. I could still adjust tips. I could reprint the receipt, and I can also void. Reprint. You'll be able to reprint any one of these, either the order receipt, the bill, the kitchen ticket, or any of the payment receipts for this one order. Okay. You can see that order is missing now. So if I go to status filter and I click on all order status for today, I can see that this is green, which means that it is paid. It also says that it is paid on the left of the ticket right here. So if I want to do a cash payment, let's try to do a cash payment for the second order. Select cash. And do a cash payment for this order. So what that did was, once I clicked on cash, it would settle the order with the paid exact amount. But if the customer had given you maybe a 20 for this order, type in 20, click on done, and then select cash. It would show you the payment amount, the approved amount, and also the change, which is $3.07. Let's click on done. This third ticket, you can see that is completed, and I can also refund this. Okay. Refunded or voided orders will show up in red. The paid orders in green. Let's do a partially paid order. So let's say I ordered these 2 items and go directly to pay. Okay. The total is $21.88. Let's say The customer only pays $15. Select cash. So they approved of 15, they paid 15, and the order amount still due is now $688. What you could do for this remainder $688 is charge them with credit. So right now I'm going to pay with the credit card. Okay. Say no tips. And right now, full payment in credit for $688 for the remainder of the order. Again, you could refund or you could void. And you can also still adjust tips. Since B1 has been settled, the table is cleared for the next order. On the top here, you could change the number of guests, you could change the order type, and you can also add more customer information. You can also change servers. Okay. If I slide this item to the left, I can edit it, and I can also delete it. Okay. Now I want to close batch for the day, for the end of the day. Type in my passcode right here. This is the payment device that I used. You can close batch on all devices, or you can only close batch on one device, any device that you have. So I'm going to close batch on this. Oh, before I do, I can check the tips over here on the right side, and I can adjust tips. Let's say 12%. It's loading. Now it's updated. It went from 0 to 343. I can adjust tips for the first one. 10%. 0 to 69 cents. Okay. Let's try to void this. Okay. So what happens if I void it? Void successful. Okay. That's partially refunded. So if I go back to close batch, go back to my payment terminal, I can see that that's voided, the very first one. And if I click on void, it'll show up right here. Okay, so I'm going to close batch for today. Successful. Now I get done, or you get done and print. Just select done. Now the batch is closed for that one payment device. Again, you can close batch on all your devices if you have multiple payment terminals. So if I go to history, I can see the batch that I just closed. And I can reprint this report whenever I want.